So here I am, on the internet, talking bad about one of the most beloved film franchises in history. But don't worry, it's Star Wars, so this corpse has been kicked before. Yeah, the reason why I'm even making this video is I have sinned. Yeah, I've sinned badly. I've broken my own rules, because I have sworn myself never to watch a Star Wars movie again. I mean, one of the modern ones. Yeah. And today I have watched Rogue One. Yeah, this movie proves a point very good. It proves there are only 3 Star Wars movies. This one is not one of them. So let me talk about a few good things about the movie. Well, first of all, I think the cast was excellent. Yeah, no complaints here. I mean, there have been a few actors that kind of appeared like CGI ghosts. But yeah, what can you do with a prequel of a sequel of a prequel? Whatever. Yeah, the actors, really good. Had some good jokes in it. I laughed at some points. Yeah, but here it ends. Here it ends. The actors, acting-wise, really good, but yeah. Watching this movie, about halfway in, I kind of got the feeling I've seen this before and they all die at the end. And lo and behold, they did. Yeah, that sucked. So they took a movie that would have been a mediocre sci-fi movie, not a bad one, and totally ruined it with a stupidly bad ending. I mean, absolutely unnecessary. If we follow the story of the movie, sure, they stole the plans, transmitted them to Leia, who gave it to R2, who gave it to Luke, and so on. But why did you have to die? I mean, in the movie they obeyed the order of the rebellion, so they could have just been outcasts, living together alone at the end, yeah, watching a beautiful sunset instead of a big explosion. Yeah, the whole story felt like a rip-off. I mean, that's not new to Star Wars, but in this case, it really felt like a rip-off. I mean, I've seen this western before. Yeah, they all die. Except of a few in the western. This time everyone died. Huh. They even killed the droid. Yeah. Yeah. That sucked. That sucked bad. And there was another problem with this movie because it had some good scenes, but I never felt fully immersed. It was just like, yeah, it wasn't immersive enough. Yeah, it was Star Wars, but it felt plasticky. It felt like this DVD cover here, like made out of the most flimsy, sturdy, unsturdy, wobbly, cheap as plastic. It still has all functionality like a good one, but it just feels cheap to the touch. That's actually sad. I mean, if I had directed it or written the story, I write screenplays, I would have saved it. Yeah, I would have said, okay, they transmitted the plans, the shield closes around the planet, and so they have to stay there, live together for the rest of their life on a beautiful tropical planet. Something like this. Or they make it out, they jump into a shuttle, fly off last minute while the bad guy watches his planet explode. Yeah, live together happily ever after. That would have been a great ending. And even the droid could have been still kind of functional. Yeah, like they come across him and take his head under the arm and save him, have him later plugged into something. Yeah, that would have been a fun ending. Would have not influenced the story, the future films in any kind, because, well, they are out there, but who cares? Yeah, and all the other things of the story, yeah, why did all of them have to die? And a few of them really in a stupid way. Like, we have to get rid of those characters. How can we make them die? Yeah, just let him walk into the fire and get killed. Stupid. It felt really, really cheap. Yeah. And also the explosion, especially the first one, the blow of the city, was just too big, and for some reason it happened in time-lapse while people are still running around in normal speed. Like, have those guys ever seen a real explosion? Do laws of physics say anything to you? Huh? I mean, explosions are like BAM! Pew! And gone. It's not like... Yeah, they have watched those old nuclear bomb test footage, but what they didn't realize is that's time-lapse footage. Yeah. I did actually have one of those cameras, 45mm cameras that they have used for those bomb tests, but using this is today so that it's like it's like $1,000 a second, the film prices we have, so yeah, that's not and also this movie kind of like this DVD cover here, very cheap, and some points they are really like they overdid it with Star Wars. I mean, why did they have the big walkers at the end? Why? On a water planet? They would have been walking there, sinking down in the sand and just getting stuck. It's totally unrealistic. Would you have taken the smaller ones? That would have been fine, would have looked realistic and felt realistic, but this is the problem with Hollywood these days. It's what I call Hollywood giantism. It's like with Godzilla or whatever. I mean, the old Godzilla, he was big, yeah, but he wasn't so big. I mean, why does every creature nowadays have to put his head into the stratosphere? That's like totally unrealistic. It's like a moving mountain now. It's like, yeah, it's Hollywood giantism. And also, why does everybody have to fly these days? Isn't there any kind of superhero that just walks or runs? Yeah, that's so unrealistic. And that's why the whole stuff doesn't feel real anymore. Because, well, our brain sees it and says, yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, so Rogue One, if I had directed it, it would have been a great movie. I could have saved money making it. I could have made this movie for half the price, for a quarter of the price. And it would have still been a better Star Wars movie. It's a promise, Disney. And if you want to find out, give me $5 million. $5 million to make you a Star Wars movie that people will think of was a great one. Yeah, it's a promise. And if this movie I make doesn't satisfy the people, I pay you those $5 million back with interest. How does this sound? And I don't hire any union people. Unions are for commies. It's just to be cheap. I mean, union prices are like hell. They are really ripping you off. But jokes aside, well, I'm lucky this DVD was free, because I would have been really pissed if I had paid $1.99 for this. Yeah. Also, another thing I want to go a bit deeper into is, like, they over Star Wars did, if you know what I mean. They tried really to squish too much Star Warsy stuff into it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, like for example, the guards in this room where, right, prisoner. Why do they have to play with this 3D chess game? Why? I mean, this is too much Star Warsy elements in one movie. It's like they made a movie and they were like, we have to make sure that it is Star Wars, that the Star Wars is written. Star Wars is written over every little thing of it. Yeah, that's why it felt cheap and overdone and underdone at the same point. And I think that's enough kicking off this corpse. I mean, to the actors, yeah, you did a good job. To the director, well, the script sucked. And to the guys who wrote the script, what the fuck have you done? You ruined this movie. Yeah, see you next time here on this channel.